It's week 6 of the National Football League, and our focus is on this team's leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. Who knows what we're in store for here? Coming up next.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. We are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, along for the ride on this one. We love these kind of games, Brock, and that's because we got a pair of teams who both gotten off to good starts this season. They find themselves with winning records as we now work our way through the front half of this schedule.
Yeah, you know, we try to be pros, and every game, right, is a big game, but when you have teams that have gotten up to these starts, we know these are both playoff caliber teams. They look that way right now. And this is also a measuring stick game, and a great one where you don't have the consequences of...
The ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great, no interceptions. But just the one touchdown. I'm curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
First play is to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, we're one snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is in the NFL. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Trying again, following the sack. Able to get it to Edwards. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. He's dropping back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at fourth down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3-and-out.
So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And it's going to be the man under center who brings him out, now in his 9th NFL season.
There were times, I'll be honest with you, Kate, that I wish I played baseball. Because you have a bad outing, like this QB did last week with no touchdowns, couple interceptions. In baseball, you get to play the next day. You get to flush it right away. He's had to sit on it all week long, and you know he wants to rectify it here.
Throwing now on first down. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Finds him on the slant. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And they're going to have a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference.
Defense.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. He's got it on the slant. Touchdown! He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The visitors and their running back about to get back to work. And they've been able to lean on him in the early goings of this NFL season. He's in the top 5 in the NFL in rushing. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing from the gun here. That's completed right side. Get some space around midfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. This might be a free play for him. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still 1st down.
A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on 1st down. He's going to throw this one. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one does not go far. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Back-to-back carries here. On the move into the red zone. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. It's 4 yards on 2nd and goal. Now they'll only need 3 on 3rd down. They'll try it with him again. And he barrels across for the touchdown. These guys reach pay dirt for the first time this game. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And these guys tie this game 7-7. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Return starts at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's touchdown about 5 yards shy of that 1st down marker. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. A give now from the gun. And there wasn't much he could do there. A small gain to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. A tight end in motion now. They give it to him again. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. So I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Throwing deep for the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. This one goes off right tackle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives them the 1st. He'll throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Pass play now. Complete out to the right. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 46. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they're going to take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And they'll have first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Finds a man right side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. That's the end of 1. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. We're all set to start the 2nd. Offense already out to resume its drive. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Flushed out of the pocket.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, I know some old-school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a first down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. How valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
To throw it on first down. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Looking for the back that time. And now it's 3rd down. They're throwing it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down from the red zone. He's got a man left. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Tight end going in motion here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Quick slant complete. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. They'll send their tight end right. Here we go. Right up the gut. Time for the end zone, and he makes makes it. Touchdown! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys break that tie and now lead by 7. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And the number of times he's been targeted has led to some serious results. He's currently top 5 in the NFL in receptions. Throwing it to start this drive. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction, but how well the defense had that one covered.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses. You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He has it at the 13. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. He manages 13 on this punt return. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And this one doesn't go far. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 28. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They'll get 18 yards there. And it sets up 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New set of downs for him from the 46. To throw here on 1st down. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll throw it. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give him a 1st down. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They'll run here from the gun. And an opening doesn't materialize. He's caught near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7. Looking for a throw here. He has the 1st over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll give them a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Throwing now from the gun. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, that proves they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to connect.
Throwing on 2nd and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Dropping back to throw. The throw is caught. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Back to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it'll give him a 1st down. They'll throw it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Looking to the air here. He smartly won't risk something here, just chucks it away.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Throwing the out route complete. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing now on 1st down. And a man is there to knock that away. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And they get this down to the 28.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Back now, pressure on its way. Has it in close. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Second chance at 6 here, it's 2nd and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Now ahead of 3rd down, we get a pause here. They're going to call a timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Setting up a throw. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
He's going to field this at the 2. He stopped on the return at the 27. 1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. So we're at halftime with one side enjoying a pretty deep order. Has this at the 6. Returns looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he's already scored once this game, something he's made a bit of a habit of this season. As we see, he's among the league's best at finding that end zone. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And he'll get it up to the 44.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Short pass caught by his tight end.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He completes it in traffic. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon. who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That's now the third sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think, how many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
Offense to the line for second down. Another try following the sack. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down. He'll look to throw. Finds a man right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Starts his return from the 23. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Back to throw now. Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It is Cup, left side. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They're going play action. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that gives them the 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one right down the middle. And these guys take a 3-possession lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now this offense getting set to work here. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up second down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here's a throw. Dump off caught by his back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On first down, they'll run. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun here. Able to get it to Edwards. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Give now to the running back. And he's got this down to the 40. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Now looking to throw. Yeah, that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
They'll try and throw it here. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. This one intended for the running back. And 4th and 4 coming up. On now comes their punter. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And things just seem to keep snowballing for them. Now their special teams is involved. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. They'll run here on first down. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looks like play has been paused. We've got a timeout taken by the defense. Throw on third down. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Here's the handoff. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. They give it to him again. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. 3rd and just 2 to go. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From midfield now. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Cut out left. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him 13 on that play. And they'll have first down. Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. He's dropping back to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And the gap closes to 14 points.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. This offense getting all set for this series. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Blown back gets the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 43-yard line.
A give now from the gun. And this run's limited to a minimal gain up to about the 44. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
He's going to throw this one. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Defense.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 2nd and 3 now.
at the 36-yard line.
Handoff now from the gun. And he gets this forward to the 19. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First down from the red zone. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
He'll throw it. This one's caught. And in for the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys stretch their lead to 21. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. He'll take this at the 10. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. And his attention has gone to all of their receivers, Brock. This guy has continued to do damage in the passing game as well. Quite a weapon they've been able to use him as throughout this contest. This is reeled in by Edwards. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 34. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. They get an even 10 on that play. And it sets up first down. Pass play now. Completed to his running back. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At their 49-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 38. Complete out to the right. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They're throwing it. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Another drive coming up for this offense. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. They're set up at the 35 now. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Fires right away, but incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Dialing up the jet sweep, third down. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. It's a gain of 2. They're left with 4th and 7.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. But let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He just throws this one away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll throw it. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic. So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 17. Has him on the quick hitter. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Handoff now out of the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Tight end motioning right. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 1st down.
1st and goal now 5 yards tougher after that penalty. Running it after the penalty. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Back to the well again. And he drives this forward to the 6. A pickup of 4. That brings up 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into that bye week, partner, with a victory and some positives to build on in that nice extra time off. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. This celebration begins for our winners as we say thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.